Any questions, comments? Any comments on these? Agree, disagree? Comments?
Agree.
Okay. Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Profitability in deep tech, you have to do a lot of research. And that requires a lot of investment. And the window of profitability is we not get because investment has done such huge, so the 20x, 10x, so we have span up 1 year.
Yeah.
But the development is like that, it will pay off in a crore. So
yeah. I think it's a challenge. It's a challenge. You're right. It's a challenge because I tell you that we in the last 5 years have gone through an explosion, and everybody is learning in that process. The entrepreneurs are learning, the VC community is learning, the angel investors are learning. Everyone's learning, right? I was with the VC. It stays here, but so. We were talking to them and explaining they are one of the earlier VCs in the country. And the VC does not know what SDLC is. This is the managing partner of the VC firm. So me and my partner are explaining to him and his team what a software delivery lifecycle is, how does it work. And they are tech investors. Right? Right. Oh, okay, so why does that happen? They're asking questions which my 10th standard daughter 2 years ago knew all those things. That's the level. So everybody's learning. So oftentimes when you start talking about really solid technology, right, it becomes very difficult. I've heard from companies, they say, you know what, my VCs don't understand this space. The US VCs might, but people don't. So the whole ecosystem is going through some of that churn and evolution and learning, because it's gone through an explosion very quickly. I'm sure this would not be a discussion in Israel. They would want companies who have that, right? My former boss has got a VC firm and an angel investing firm, and they are looking for technology. They're happy to sell that to Google and this and that. So there are some challenges. I'd be lying if I told you that no, those challenges don't exist. So all of us have to go through that evolution process. But the answer in the end is there. It cannot be, because only value is only going to come from solutions of that kind. So yes, you might run into, it might mean that you need to meet more VCs. It might mean that you reach out for VCs at other places, outside of India it could be. So you will come to someone like us. I think we've seen investments in many companies, like Nidhi was talking about at the beginning, about security companies. We've invested a whole load of money in a security company because we believe that security is something that we want to look at. So I'm saying that the answers could be there, but in general, I agree that there are challenges of that kind, but the whole ecosystem. So if you think about it, things are down. Why are they down? Because everyone's trying to understand. And money is still there. They're still raising funds. So money has to go somewhere. And probably they'll come back smart. They'll say, okay, I need to do. So I'm just saying that is the process that is underway.
at that moment, every scale was.
To me, again, I'm going to, this. See, I don't have the perfect answer. I'm just sharing my view based upon my experiences. So, in your unique case, what happens, you will have to think through. But to me, the mantra, profitability before scale. Because, you know what? If you are forced to be profitable, you will take all the decisions that you need to do to continue that profitability, and you will really be on solid. So if I'm going to be profitable, I'm going to cut corners. I'm going to, hey, do I really need 2 developers? Do I need a fancy office? A lot of stories that you heard are fancy offices. Why do I need that? I didn't get an office when I left the company. I'm happy to work from home. I'm sharing an office with a partner of mine. It's okay. When you don't have an admin, it's okay. What's the end of the world? It's just an admin, right? So the mindset changes how you look at the world. And once you see that, you also start to see potential investors see that. And you get the right kind of investors, not necessarily someone who's chasing the things that you were talking about.
If I can add to what...
Yeah, please. We'll go with them and then on. Yeah.
I think what the query was more in terms of, am I ready for scale? I think clarity needed more is that why do you want to have scale? If scale gives you profitability, then yes, go for scale. If scale you can convert into backward-forward integration, you can go for that. If scale gives you investment, then go for it. Otherwise, why scale?
I think scale, my question would be, by scaling, I'll improve the value proposition.
Yeah, but it's okay. I think he's right as well. But don't expect magic to happen when you scale. But right, nothing will. Yes, your margins might go up when you scale because of volumes, economies of scale, right? You will get that value. But his point is that hey, value is value. It doesn't. You don't necessarily have to scale. That's the point he's making. Yes.
My question is about understanding the problem solution side of the business, right?
Yeah.
So, is there a way to quicken the process of making that understanding sooner? Because in my own startup, we've taken almost about 3 years to understand, to get the right direction. Where we are now, we find it's going to be really amazing going forward. But for the past 3 years, we've iterated so many times, we've crashed our website and done so many things. That is understanding from the customers. But is there a way out so that startups can quicken that process? Instead of putting in 3 years and understanding the market and the problem solution, everything, can somebody do it within a year? Is there a way to do that?
The first answer is that there's no shortcuts to hard work.
Of course, but
there's no shortcuts. Now you can get smarter about it. Which is, hey, do I have a mentor network, a connect, the ecosystem I was talking about? So our intention in Provega is to keep deep domain, deep technology. So healthcare is a domain that is very passionate, that is passionate to me. So we're going in healthcare and we're going in education because we believe in that. And we see opportunity so to connect with folks who can connect you with the network, which will give you that understanding. So this much can become lesser. And you won't probably come, and some things I talked about, grey hair. Try to see if you can get an advisor who's from that deep domain, who's passionate about the problem that you're trying to solve, and see how you can mix that up. So those would be the way to reduce that duration. But there's no magical answer that, something happens and all my problems solved. Okay?
One question.
Yes.
I'm still not able to understand what the implicit profit is. Because for a startup,
Cash flow positive is good.
that's true, but for a startup, say in our case, for example, everybody's case, after say 11 months, you see whatever expense you were doing in the beginning, now everything is covered. So now, even before your 11 months are complete, by 8 months you decide now let's invest in these 3 more items so that we will have more sales in next 6 months. So we did a reworkout, we hired the more person, did a lot of things. Again, our balance sheet will show loss.
Yeah, so again, I'm saying that that's a part of the process. But your focus needs to be, how do I get my business to be profitable? If I'm solving a problem, and a problem which needs solving, what is the job to be done for a customer who's paying for that? Making sure that they actually believe that there is a problem of mine that you are solving. Because if there's a problem of mine that you are solving, I will pay you. Right? If I'm willing to pay you, price yourself, yes, you will go through price discovery. I'm not saying that those day-to-day things which happen in any company won't take place, they will. But your focus needs to be, hey, my focus first should be, hey, how can I get this engine of mine profitable? And yes, you will iterate in the process. I'm saying, it's not, I'm not giving you a timeline of 6 months and you're to be profitable. I'm not saying that. Focus of you as an entrepreneur is, how do I get my business to be profitable first? Once I get profitability right, because you would have done all the things, I would have done price discovery, I would have done all those things, and then talk about scaling and how, but don't get too, oftentimes I've heard this question over and over again. So where will you do this? Hey, you know what, people will do this, people will do that, and I scale and I'll get money. It doesn't work like that. And I'll give you an example of a company that I'm working with.
So it means profits, you are saying based on per
Cash
sale.
flow positive.
Cash flow positive and per sale, not in terms of the balance sheet.
Yeah, balance sheet of course will not be, you will make investments.
It can't be like that.
It's okay. Cash flow positive is good. If you are cash flow positive, I believe that you are ready to take investments and use them in the right way. Because now you see what's going on. You've gone through all those process, you figured out, and now your money is going to go to the things, not on the furniture, but it'll go towards, hey, how do I really get my business going? So that's the thinking behind it. Okay, I'll speed up a little bit. And again, to me, how do you progress? is to me it's value. You know, if you are adding value, I'll give the example now. There's a company that I'm working with right now, and Pepsi wants to do a pilot. You know, they want to use their product in all their vending machines at Delhi Airport. And Pepsi view is that, you know what, as a rule, we do free pilots. So the CEO came and talked to me, hey, you know what, Pepsi wants to do a free pilot. I said, we as a rule don't do free pilots. So, if Pepsi doesn't have a solution like that globally, if they don't see value in the solution and they want it free, it's not worth it. Because they will find a reason to tell you why the solution is not working. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to focus I might go back to Pepsi later on because hey, nothing else works. So hey, nice brand name to put somewhere. But if they don't believe in paid pilots, who are we to believe that you will get a free solution? So the mindset needs to be there. I'm not saying that we won't go back to someone like a Pepsi. So what are we doing? We're doing a paid pilot with Coke. And we'll get digital marketing, one of the things that I saw in the circle. We'll blast all Pepsi execs from Indra Nui downwards who complain about demonetization, not killing their shares. We blast them with messages about, you know what, this is what Coke is doing. So, and then, you know, I know the CMO there, I'm a graduate, go back to the person and say, okay, so what do you want to do? You want to let them go or you want to? They might still say, that's our policy. Well, we'll think about that. But I'm saying, so now I'm clear that I'm providing value. And by the way, for anybody who's doing pilot, not a single pilot we will do for free. We will not do a pilot for free. Because that is a test of whether I'm providing value. Right? It becomes an automatic test. And to your point about profitability, if I'm not able to get that, then probably, you know, I need to do something else. Okay. So, you know, I think the first one I talked about series funding. You know, to me, it's getting into the product mix and things we talked about. When you get into, so I would optimally want somebody to start talking about scaling in Series A after you've got that validation. So that's what your angel funding is for. Is to try to get to a point where you are profitable. And then you kind of, as you go later into these, so if I use this rule and throw all the current unicorns onto them, you know, this is not happening. The profitability is not happening before scaling. So something is going to give at some point in time. It's a question of when, not if. Now I might be doubling down because, you know what, what's also getting confusing is that India's 1.3 billion people confuse people a lot. People think, you know, 1.3 billion, itne log hain, kuch to hoga. Like, you know, we put ourselves in that 1.3 billion shoes and we expect something to happen. Like, that confuses everybody. That, okay, you know what, middle class is growing, 300 million middle class, they will buy so much. Double down. Now someone sitting in Japan doesn't know. So, you know, we are the smartest buyers in some cases. We have no brand loyalty unless we see value. We are very loyal to the brand when we see value. We see value in Mercedes, we'll buy Mercedes if we can afford it. We see value in BMW, we'll buy it. So we are very brand conscious once we see value. But if we don't see value, we will negotiate with them and we'll take a chance. Right? So I think that's, and here again goes back to value and IP. I think in terms, there was another question about metric. Right? There was, hey, how do I? So first is, you know, think of yourself. It's very difficult for me to say use this metric, that, because you know you will take that down. You go to your company, that metric doesn't make sense. Because hey, the business is different. So anyone telling you that there is a specific metric, you know, go to some of the basics. You know, you have a machine. If you have a machine, you come up with metric on how to determine, how do I measure whether the machine is doing well? How many products is it producing? How much of maintenance downtime does it have? How many times do I need to go and put oil into it? What is the throughput? So I'm saying is that define your metric and be true to yourself in defining that metric. Of how you will determine the success of your business. Because I, as an investor, can tell you and I'll ask you for different things. But so it's very difficult because I've seen many times. Oh, मैंने वहाँ पे पढ़ा था, you have to have this metric. But how do you know if that's even relevant to your business? So it goes back to deep understanding. When you are solving a complex problem, you will probably understand the problem well. And once you understand the problem, hey, define your metric. And you will find out soon enough whether the metric is defined very well or not. Because hey, things will start happening, and you start reporting to the same metric. You know what? I'm reporting metrics look good, but customers are not showing up. What's going on? So metrics are not right. So it will automatically drive your behavior to optimize, and it will auto-correct on what should the right metric be. But the point I'm trying to make is have a metric, and it's very unfair to say that there is existing set of metrics out there that you can buy. Yeah, downloads is a metric, likes is a bad metric. I gave you examples of what bots and everything else, but where does that go? So I would not make the assumption that investor knows ahead of time. Now, investors will look for quick solutions. Now, if that's the case, take a metric from investors, show them that, but run your company with metrics that you believe are important for your business. Because hey, in the end, you can show something and do something, but this is your business. And from the disciplined execution perspective, and once you start showing it with your team will be determined to improve. Right? So make it a culture that you are regularly reviewing this metric on a weekly basis with your team. Hey, this is how we are doing. This is my vision, this is my value. Values are important, by the way. Vision, I didn't talk about that. Vision, mission, values are critically important. Oftentimes we just blow past them. Even this morning we didn't see any presentation is talked about, hey, this is my vision, this is my mission, this is what I... When you want to solve a complex problem, you have a mission that you want to do. You really want to do something. That's oftentimes missing. Right? So that becomes a red flag in my head. Hey, are you serious? Or are you just... Right? So that's kind of what I would say is what I wanted to cover. I tried to put down some things which are out there, downgrades and all that, and I can share this with you, but to me, these are interesting. Some investors would want things like, hey, revenue run rate, revenue we are getting per users, but again, these are B2B. B2C might not be relevant to B2B. So you can have things of this kind, which oftentimes people ask for. What's your customer acquisition cost is certainly a good one. Churn rate is a good one. So there are some good metrics. But I could be lying if I told you I understood your business well enough to say that there's one set of metric that you should be using. But this is a good list that you can look at. And there are some links that I can. So let me go through. We've got about 8 minutes more. First one is, first question was judge performance internally. So internally, set up the metric that I talked about. Define, understand your business as a machinery. How would you measure the efficiency of that machinery? Monitor and track it weekly, monthly. Yesterday I was on a session where, let's say this, Atul Chori and Panshi, you're saying that, I close my books every month. Every month I need to know whether I'm profitable or where am I. If you don't know where you are, then there's something wrong. Right? So he will make sure whether it's losing money is okay, but I know where I am because it changes your and your team's mindset around a particular problem. Externally, customer focus metrics. I talked about some of the externally customer focus metrics. And again, to me, I would certainly add, where am I from cash flow profitability? That's a key. What will it take for me to be cash flow profitable? How do you get more traction? More traction to me is really, paying customers. Paying customers is the only way to measure traction. Anything else is you're convincing yourself that that's traction. It is, if there are no paying customers, probably there's no traction. Because again, I'm just being brutally honest on how I look at the world, and I'm sure Kenny does as well. He will add to more views on this, I'm sure, but paying customers. But again, paying customers is the only measure of traction. If people are not willing to pay, probably something is not right. And that's what keep it also this in mind. If you don't have intellectual property and you have paying customers, someone will see your traction, they'll copy. Won't happen. So get that system going. So we have talent who can do that. So, get your team to start thinking in those terms. Hey, what are differentiators we're going to build? What is it that we're going to be different? If you do that, then you will start to see magic happen. It's not easy, but it will happen. I'll take one more.
You said we need to develop faster than marketing, and in order to do that, one needs to keep his hand on the pulse of marketing. Yes. How do you do that? What are the single activities that you do in your life, in your routine, to create a marketing?
See, I think, like I talked about, the gentleman back there was asking the question, hey, how can I shorten that lead time to it? The only way to do it is get your hands dirty. Right? The only way to get your hands dirty, if you're wanting to solve a problem, get into the problem. If your customers are backpackers, become a backpacker. Like again, there's some bad examples there as well. Or your room is a good one that I keep hearing about. But what I'm saying is, get your hands dirty. Talk to people senior to you, above you. Listen to podcasts in the space that you. Every morning I listen to a podcast. Walking, running, I'm listening to opinions about topics that are of interest to me. And what's going on in the world is that, you hear something which is completely from a field, completely unrelated to yours. But if you dissect that, you suddenly find that's so very relevant to your space, and you can use that and no one's using it. So, idea is to get as much of perspective as possible for whatever you're doing. And in a converging world, the more perspectives you get, the better you will be. So spend your time, again goes for discipline execution, spend your time, breathe, eat, drink your company. Listen, talk, do that. Spend money and time on those things, not the office furniture. Right? That's what I'd say. So thank you very much. We'll talk soon. We'll listen to you.
I really thank Anshoo because he really spoke what we actually look forward for. When we actually deal with an entrepreneur, they actually come up with all these various questions. It's difficult for us to keep answering in an individual basis, and even the investors, when they evaluate, they also actually come up with these questions in their mind when they're actually evaluating. So Anshoo, really thank. I think the session was really helpful. Hope you guys have the same view.